Welcome to Lessons in Miracles. I'm Teri Angel here with my co-host Karen Palmer. Hi, Karen.
Hi.
And the rest of the girls, we have Christine Elizabeth
Hello, everyone.
and Auntie Jean.
Hi, everyone. Welcome.
Yes, we're excited to get into a girls' discussion tonight about this lesson. But before we do that, Karen's going to take us into our hearts. So thank you, Karen, for doing so.
Yeah, so let's close our eyes and feel that absolute oneness. Feel the already accomplished. Feel that all that is love, all that is one, all that is light. And just imagine using your imagination for the power and the strength that you have, that all of this frequency is coming into your awareness. And you can feel yourself as knowing that you are the absolute, that you are the accomplished already, that you are perfect, whole, and complete, and that all creation shares in this awareness. And we let that be our function to see and know and relax into all is one, all is light, and all is love. And as we allow that with a gracious ease, feel it just coming into you like a pillar of light, like a beautiful, beautiful beam of light coming into this physical reality and utilizing you as this channel of love and light and absolute oneness. Letting that come into the crown at the top of the head. And as we accept, align, and allow this energy, we feel the one mind, all the fragmented polarity, duality, all just dissolving into the one mind, dissolving all differences, dissolving all scorekeeping, dissolving all taking sides, dissolving all ideas of ever being harmed or hurt, dissolving all ideas, all concepts, all idols, and all images that we have made, and we let them go, dissolving into the one mind. We let that energy float down into our beautiful third eye, the mind's eye, the spiritual eye, the one eye that helps us to see only love, eternal love, love that doesn't change, love that doesn't wax and wane, love that doesn't keep score, a love that is beyond any concept or idea. We let love be revealed to us in the one eye, the eye of love. We let that energy float down into our throat. One voice. And this voice speaks only the truth, only love and kind words, only words that uplift and inspire unity. From this moment forward, we are the one voice that only speaks the truth and only embraces unity and harmony. And as we allow that voice to radiate, extend, and express, we feel ourselves in the one heart, the universal heart of harmony and peace. This is the web where everyone belongs, the web of light and love and oneness. Feel that web, knowing that every strand is just as important as every other strand. There is no one more important, no one less important. And as you allow that web to take form in your heart, see that it is now just one formed light. All is love. All is light. All is one. And we just relax into that vision. And as we do that, oh, hi, Annie's here. So as we do this, as we relax into that, all the fear just floats away, right? Because it's just all love, and perfect love casts out fear. So we just acknowledge that the fear has no power here. And when we don't resist it, and we don't engage with it, and we don't have any distraction of it, and we're just clearly focused on the love that we are and how we can radiate and express and extend that, the fear, it's just, we pay it no mind. We don't give it any attention. We don't give it any interest. We don't invest in it, and we don't value it. We just let it float away. I love this lesson. Fear is not justified in any form.
I love this lesson too. I'd like to read just a little bit from the insights because this lesson is so profound. And it says, where there is fear, there is not love.
You ready? I
Okay.
am. I know. All we tell you.
Chris, get off your phone.
I am.
Okay, so
Or just mute.
Where there is fear, there is belief in separation from love. Where there is fear, there is belief in what is not true. Where there is fear, there is belief in illusion. Love does not change. Love is eternal. Love has nothing to do with the world of time and space where everything constantly changes. Either eternal, changeless love is true, or a world of separation forms that constantly change is true. Where we choose to place our belief determines what we experience. I love that. And we hear all the time, and I say it, what we focus on expands. So are we going to focus on love, which is eternal and which does not judge us, doesn't condemn us, doesn't criticize us? Or are we going to focus on that illusion of what our physical eyes see? So this lesson to me is one of those that's so beautiful, because when we think about what's real, which is love, fear is not justified in that form, in any form. Only love is real.
It's one of the greatest gifts that we're given, is that we let go of that fear, that we can just live in love. And in love, everything is perfect, in love. So, at least for me, fear has been something I've really had to overcome, and I feel really strong that I have overcome it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's all because of the love.
Because of love. Yeah. Love and fear they don't jive together. It's like
Oil and
a
vinegar.
butter. One of them's going to come up to the top, right?
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's empowering, as we found out today, when we
Yes.
can have that self-awareness that only love is real.
Yeah.
And we can always ask Spirit to help us. That's the thing.
That's
That's why I say stop all day long. I'm as soon as it comes up. I've made a morning ritual for myself that Spirit is in charge of everything that I think. So if I even think for less than a half a second of anything that is false, I am to be corrected, and it's to be gentle. And it's amazing how quickly it's just, when you make that commitment and you decide, this is the power of my decision. I am choosing to team with team Spirit.
Yeah.
I'm going
Absolutely.
to choose to stop the second that this comes up, because anything that's coming up is coming up to be healed. And if I don't give it to Spirit, it hides. And if I hide it and I'm ashamed of it and I'm afraid of fear and I'm trying to take it on by myself, that's the illusion of being isolated and alone in this world. And so, just taking that moment, just that one moment right before my feet hit the ground, and I just say, you're in charge of this day. Be you in charge. At the end of Course in Miracles, it continues with a lesson that says, be you in charge. And
Mhm.
if there is a word to be shared, you will give it to me. And if I'm supposed to just be quiet, you'll help me. And if there is a something for me to do, you'll guide me. And just trusting in that, be you in charge, has been so wonderful. And I've noticed that when we did our meditation with James Twyman this morning, that every he started singing. How beautiful.
Holy Spirit, activate.
Activate
Goody.
our superpower. Our superpower, absolutely. But when he was talking this morning, and what he was saying was so powerful because there's millions of people coming together, just like what Teri's doing with the 10 million. Millions of people are coming together, and they're not trying to tell a sublimated God something out there in the world that is out there, a supplication prayer. We're affirming that the peace that we are searching for is already here, and that it's already accomplished, that it's already been taken care of. And now we just need to align with it.
Yeah. Yeah, like our declaration.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, it's already happened. We have to get on board. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see it. And I also see that many people who have in the past, which doesn't matter, have seen that talking about fear and upsetting themselves and is just a normal thing. And I've noticed people stop themselves and say, oh no, I'm not going to think like that anymore. I'm not going to say that anymore. I'm not going to put that
Yeah.
out there anymore. And that's been beautiful to witness.
Yes.
I've been witnessing it so much more. Because I don't know, like last night when we were all together, and it was, a wonderful celebration experience, and stuff came up where people were saying, well, I hope da 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 da, blah, 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 and they were stopping themselves mid-sentence and going, oh, but I'm not going to put that out there, you know. And I was just really, really, so I was saying, thank you, Spirit. Thank you for showing me this evidence.
Yeah. No more old
Yeah.
stories,
Well, yeah, it's really, we've given fear all its power.
And that's why I say you can see that there's peace more in the world now. Is
Yeah.
because people are doing that. They're becoming aware of the fact that they have um, power to affect everybody, that we're all connected and we can affect everybody. So we're so much more aware. Uh, Even the ones who you think, well, they're not spiritual, but they're aware that their feelings, their vibrations are affecting others. And they say, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm not putting it out there. I'm not going to give you that thought. And so that is the proof that all of what we've been doing is working, is actually happening. And I love the way that the lesson brings out too that you finally accept who you are, that you are the son of God. You accept that. You realize who you are. And because you realize that, there's no more fear. How can you be in fear when you know your Father loves you more than anything, that He loves everybody in an all inclusive, unjudgmental, unconditional way? You know, it's all you want to do is put that love in your heart and put that love out there to the rest of the world. At least that's the way I feel about it.
Yeah. Yep. I agree. Chris, you got anything for us?
I am happy and joyful, and I have a peace and very quiet day, so that was good.
Beautiful.
And we're weenie to take you out. So I'm very lazy.
Yeah. I got an email from Pam Grout today.
Oh,
Oh, I know. I loved that one. Are you going to read that? That's awesome.
Yeah. So she's talking about Barbara Streisand. And yeah, she says in version one, I mentioned that her intentions to be a glamorous movie star were so strong that she, with her unconventional looks, had little choice but to manifest a voice powerful enough to lead her to stardom on Broadway and eventually the movies. yesterday I heard an interview with the multi-hyphenate superstar where she basically said the exact same thing. Thoughts transcend matter. When asked how she could have possibly achieved all she has over the 6 decades. With a strong enough will, you can manifest everything. And she also mentioned that she gets very quiet and listens, that she tunes into what feels right. And I love that. And Pam says, what feels right to me these days is exactly that, to be very quiet, to erase all ideas I learned about what is and isn't possible, and especially to walk away from fear. Fear is rearing its head across the planet. Everyone is dividing up, taking sides, casting blame. We humans are capable of such atrocity, but we're also capable of such love, such beauty, such creativity, such light. And since, as Barbara pointed out, thoughts transcend matter, I'm putting all my thoughts and energy into love, only love, and the life force that holds the infinite. Any other thought is wasted distraction. I so loved that message from her and that email, and I was so grateful that she sent that out because it just confirms what the angels have been saying all along. You know, hold on to love, hold on to hope, and don't go into that fear, don't go into that low vibration. We have a choice of how we're going to respond. And I choose love. I choose staying in the high vibes. It's so much better than going into all of that fear and chaos. And that doesn't do anything to raise the vibration when we do that. But staying in love does raise the frequency. And look at what we just manifested. Our mighty
miracle.
a little miracle just in time for chanting. So let's do our lesson for tomorrow, lesson 241, and then we'll do our chanting.
A beautiful lesson, a beautiful, beautiful lesson. And again, just so people know, I am changing the word God to too wonderful. From this point forward, I've been changing the word God to too wonderful because to me, God is too wonderful for words, too wonderful to be labeled, too wonderful for anything that I can even begin to conceive of. So, and you know what's so fun is I've been just using that to everyone I greet. It's just too wonderful to see you. And I'm greeting the God in them. I'm greeting the divine in them when I'm saying that out loud. And it's really powerful. It's a very powerful experience. I'm really seeing the light and the brightness in people and beyond their physical form and their body, which is that's all that's left for me to do here while I'm here in this physical form. So I'm really, really enjoying this. This holy instant is salvation come. And again, I like to change the word salvation to freedom. So this holy instant is freedom now. What joy there is today! It's a time of special celebration, for today holds out the instant to the darkened world where its release is set. The day has come when sorrows pass away and pain is gone forever. The glory of freedom dawns today upon a world that is set free. This is the time of hope for countless millions. They will be united now as we forgive them all, for all will be forgiven as today. All have forgiven one another now, and so we come at last to too wonderful again. Presence, all life, who never left, has returned to heaven and our home. How glad we are to have our sanity restored to us and to remember that we are all one.
Another beautiful lesson. All right.
And tomorrow I will be spending the day in silence, completely in silence tomorrow. So when I come in and we do our chanting, beautiful Auntie Jean and beautiful Teri Angel will be leading all of the conversations. And tomorrow I will be holding the vision of all is one, all is light, all is love.
We're holding that with you, Karen, holding you in our hearts. Okay, well, we're starting our chanting, and the first one is Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. So, Karen, would you please explain how we do this?
Yes, so this is where we're going to chant 3 times slow, and then we'll chant 108 times all together as our beautiful family. Beautiful Auntie Jean will let us know when we get to that magic number, and then beautiful Teri Angel will lead us in our meditation on freedom, and then we'll go into our second chant. So we declare that all obstacles, all darkness be removed. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. We declare that all conflict, all barriers, and all violence be removed.
Om Ganapataye Namaha.
We declare that all illusions, illness, and allergies be removed. Om Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam 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 Ganapataye Namaha.
Om
Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. 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 Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha.
Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha.
Let's take a breath into our heart center. The breath is the connection, and the heart is where our spirit lives. So breathing in there and acknowledging it, acknowledging the freedom that we feel when we let go, when we don't have a belief that there are barriers, there are obstacles, and we know that the path is clear to the miracles, which is where we're going with our next chant, as we call in the miracles. It's also the chant of love. So it's Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. And I'll put the words up, Karen, if you'll please talk about this one.
Yes, so this is where we're going to chant again 3 times slow, and then we'll chant 108 times all together as our beautiful family. Beautiful Auntie Jean will let us know when we get to that magic number, and then beautiful Teri Angel will lead us in a beautiful, beautiful part of our next session. So we declare that all are accepting, aligning, allowing, and awake. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. We declare that all are happy, healthy, and all light. Nam
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo. And we declare that all live in peace and harmony as the oneness that we are.
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge Kyo.
Kyo.
Nam Myoho Renge Kyo.
Nam
Nam Myoho Renge Kyo.
Yo,
Nam Myoho Renge Kyo.
yo,
Nam Myoho Renge Kyo.
yo,
Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam
yo,
Myoho Renge Kyo.
yo,
Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam
yo,
Myoho Renge Kyo.
yo,
Nam Myoho Renge Kyo.
yo,
Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo.
Nam Myoho
Nam
Renge Kyo,
Kyo.
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge Kyo.
Kyo,
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge Kyo.
Renge Kyo,
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge Kyo.
Renge Kyo,
Nam Myoho Renge
Nam
Kyo.
Myoho
Nam
Renge
Myoho
Kyo,
Renge Kyo.
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho Renge
Renge
Kyo.
Kyo,
Nam Myoho
Nam
Renge
Myoho
Kyo.
Renge
Nam
Kyo,
Myoho Renge
Nam
Kyo.
Myoho
Nam
Renge
Myoho Renge Kyo.
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho Renge
Renge
Kyo.
Kyo,
Nam Myoho
Nam
Renge
Myoho
Kyo. Nam
Renge
Myoho
Kyo,
Renge Kyo.
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho Renge
Renge
Kyo.
Kyo,
Nam Myoho
Nam
Renge
Myoho
Kyo.
Renge
Nam
Kyo,
Myoho Renge
Nam
Kyo.
Myoho
Nam
Renge
Myoho
Kyo,
Renge Kyo.
Nam Myoho
Nam
Renge
Myoho Renge
Kyo,
Kyo. Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge Kyo.
Renge Kyo,
Nam Myoho
Nam
Renge
Myoho
Kyo.
Renge
Nam
Kyo,
Myoho Renge Kyo.
Nam Myoho
Nam Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo,
Kyo. Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge Kyo.
Renge Kyo,
Nam Myoho
Nam
Renge
Myoho
Kyo.
Renge
Nam
Kyo,
Myoho Renge
Nam
Kyo.
Myoho
Nam
Renge
Myoho
Kyo,
Renge Kyo.
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho Renge
Renge
Kyo.
Kyo,
Nam Myoho
Nam
Renge
Myoho
Kyo.
Renge
Nam
Kyo,
Myoho Renge Kyo.
Nam Myoho
Nam Myoho
Renge
Renge Kyo.
Kyo,
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge Kyo.
Renge
Nam
Kyo,
Myoho Renge
Nam
Kyo.
Myoho
Nam
Renge
Myoho
Kyo,
Renge Kyo.
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho Renge
Renge
Kyo.
Kyo,
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge Kyo.
Renge Kyo,
Nam Myoho
Nam
Renge Kyo.
Myoho
Nam
Renge
Myoho
Kyo,
Renge Kyo.
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge Kyo.
Kyo,
Nam Myoho
Nam
Renge Kyo.
Myoho
Nam
Renge
Myoho
Kyo,
Renge Kyo.
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho Renge
Renge
Kyo.
Kyo,
Nam
Nam
Myoho Renge
Myoho
Kyo.
Renge
Nam
Kyo,
Myoho Renge Kyo.
Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, Nam
Nam Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge
Nam
Kyo,
Myoho Renge
Nam
Kyo.
Myoho
Nam Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo,
Kyo. Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge Kyo.
Renge
Nam
Kyo,
Myoho
Nam
Renge Kyo.
Myoho
Nam
Renge
Myoho
Kyo,
Renge Kyo.
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho Renge
Renge
Kyo.
Kyo,
Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge Kyo.
Renge Kyo,
Nam Myoho
Nam
Renge Kyo.
Myoho Renge
Nam
Kyo,
Myoho Renge
Nam
Kyo.
Myoho
Nam
Renge
Myoho
Kyo,
Renge Kyo.
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge
Renge Kyo.
Kyo,
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge Kyo.
Renge Kyo,
Nam Myoho
Nam
Renge
Myoho
Kyo.
Renge
Nam
Kyo,
Myoho Renge
Nam
Kyo.
Myoho
Nam
Renge
Myoho
Kyo,
Renge Kyo.
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho Renge
Renge
Kyo.
Kyo,
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge Kyo.
Renge
Nam
Kyo,
Myoho
Nam
Renge Kyo.
Myoho
Nam
Renge
Myoho
Kyo,
Renge Kyo.
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho Renge
Renge
Kyo.
Kyo,
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge Kyo.
Renge Kyo,
Nam Myoho
Nam
Renge
Myoho
Kyo.
Renge
Nam
Kyo,
Myoho Renge Kyo.
Nam Myoho
Nam Myoho
Renge
Renge Kyo.
Kyo,
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge Kyo.
Renge Kyo,
Nam Myoho
Nam
Renge Kyo.
Myoho
Nam
Renge
Myoho
Kyo,
Renge Kyo.
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho Renge Kyo.
Renge Kyo,
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge Kyo.
Renge
Nam
Kyo,
Myoho Renge
Nam
Kyo.
Myoho
Nam Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo,
Kyo. Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge Kyo.
Renge Kyo,
Nam Myoho
Nam
Renge
Myoho
Kyo. Nam
Renge
Myoho
Kyo,
Renge Kyo.
Nam Myoho
Nam Myoho
Renge
Renge
Kyo,
Kyo.
Nam
Nam Myoho
Myoho
Renge Kyo.
Renge Kyo,
Nam Myoho
Nam
Renge
Myoho
Kyo.
Renge
Nam
Kyo,
Myoho Renge Kyo.
Nam Myoho
Nam Myoho
Renge
Renge Kyo.
Kyo,
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho
Renge Kyo.
Renge
Nam
Kyo,
Myoho
Nam
Renge Kyo.
Myoho
Nam
Renge
Myoho
Kyo,
Renge Kyo.
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho Renge
Renge
Kyo.
Kyo,
Nam
Nam
Myoho Renge
Myoho
Kyo.
Renge
Nam
Kyo,
Myoho
Nam
Renge Kyo.
Myoho
Nam
Renge
Myoho
Kyo,
Renge Kyo.
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho Renge
Renge
Kyo.
Kyo,
Nam
Nam
Myoho Renge
Myoho
Kyo.
Renge Kyo,
Nam Myoho Renge
Nam
Kyo.
Myoho
Nam
Renge
Myoho
Kyo,
Renge Kyo.
Nam
Nam
Myoho
Myoho Renge
Renge
Kyo.
Kyo.
Nam
Nam Myoho Renge Kyo.
Let's go back into our heart now with the breath and feel that energy of love. Love is the only thing that is real. And when we chant this particular chant, we feel it rise up in us. We feel that connection to our Creator. We were made of love. We are love. And we connect in to the oneness of all that is. Each night we give honor to our Creator. We chant Om 3 times. And then we go into our hearts and stay there for a moment until we give that love out to the world. So take a deep breath and join us for the chanting of Om. The silence speaks so loudly. When we take that moment to be quiet, to center ourselves, to really feel the love that's there. So breathe that in. Breathe in love. Breathe in light. Feel it inside of you. It doesn't need words. It's that feeling that's like no other. So beautiful. So bright. Just allow it to wrap its arms around you to say, I love you. You are precious. And then when you've held that in your heart, send it out with the out breath. Send it out to the world, wherever it needs to go, to touch hearts, human hearts, animal, plant, water, whatever needs that love energy. Just intend for it to go where it needs to go to areas where there's not love being shown. And we can show up and show what that love is. So let's send that now all together, a big wave of love into our world. Om Shanti
Shanti,
Shanti.
Shanti.
Om
Peace,
peace,
peace.
peace. May peace prevail in our world. Om Shanti. I just want to stay in my heart. I just want to stay in that place. And we've been doing this as a group for 1,230 days now. And how amazing that we've just kept on keeping on. And we are making a difference in what we're doing in the world. It started with 40 days, Karen and I, of doing it together. And then we just gained momentum and loved it enough that we kept going. And we have created a movement. That movement is known as
The
Peace for peace.
Peace.
For Peace.
That's
Jean?
right. And we are all P's here. We have Annie P, and we have Marlene P, and we have Teri, who's a mama P, and we have Chris, who's a happy P, and we
always.
and we have Karen, who's the lovelier than lovely P, and we have Auntie Jean P, and mostly we have P's all over the world, and they're all equally as precious and equally as contributing to this movement bringing all this love into the world. And so, our question to you, if you're not familiar, is wouldn't you like to be a
Be a
P2? And I think that that would be wonderful, and we would welcome you. And you know what? You will feel so much better. This has been the most wonderful, wonderful thing. And I want to thank Karen and I want to thank Teri for allowing us all to share this together. Sure has made the idea of oneness so real to us because only love is real and this is all about love. So we are also having a wonderful another moment, and we're going to keep doing this. We're going to keep bringing peace to the earth. And I'm going to let Teri tell you about what we're doing right now at 1:11 p.m.
We forgot to declare.
We got to
Well,
declare.
yeah.
So we're going to do that first, and then
How
we'll
did we do
share
that?
about
Where
the
did we?
move. Yeah,
Oh,
because
We
we
got
did,
out of
didn't
our
we?
I was
we
just
got out
on
of our
my heart.
balance because Charming
Yeah,
Charlie's not here.
I know. I was just in my heart, and I forgot to do the
Well, it doesn't
declaration.
matter when we do it.
I know. So, Chris, would you lead us in the countdown to this, please?
Yeah, we do this every night, everyone. We pray that the peace on open be with God to everyone. One, two, three.
We
We
declare
declare
Mm,
That
that
there
that
there is
there
is
is
peace
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 on
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 earth,
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 and
love.
we
and
declare
we
that peace
declare that
begins
that
in
peace
all.
begins
Begins
inside.
inside of us.
I
love.
choose to see only light.
We light,
And I choose to see only light.
and I choose to see only light.
Mm-hmm.
From Chris.
And what we see, what we focus on expands, so our light is expanding out into the world.
Right.
And our movement to expand it even more is 10 million for world peace, which we do every day. At 1:11, we start the meditation. So come in a little early, get settled, maybe ask somebody else to join you, and then we do a guided meditation into our hearts and releasing love and peace on the world, seeing our leaders being more open to solutions than rather than going into war with each other. So come join us. You can go to this website and click on Join Us, and it'll get you in with all of the information, a newsletter, and a guided meditation that you can download. So we'd love to have you join us every day. And come back tomorrow. We'll do this again tomorrow night.
Peace.
So come be with us. We love you so much. Thank you for being here. What a blessing to come in every night to your homes. And we love you so much. Thank you, Annie. Thank you, Marlene, for being here tonight. And we're missing our Charlie tonight, and we're missing our Grace Isis.
Oh, yes,
Love,
Grace.
Gracie, wherever you are. We know you'll be back. So we're just
Mm-hmm.
going to hold out that hope. All right. So every night we leave you with
Namaste.
Namaste,
Namaste.
y'all. Bye, everyone. We'll see you
Love you so
tomorrow. We
much.
love